Yo, what up guys, it's Sol here coming at you with another League of Legends video. Today I'm going to be talking about the new Aurelion Sol nerfs that just was released today. If you guys are new to the channel, I'm an Aurelion Sol one trick before the rework and after the rework, and I'm currently Challenger just playing Aurelion Sol. Now, if you guys don't know about the buffs, let me catch you up to speed. So in 14.2, he got buffs. Sorry, 14.3, he got buffs, which increased his Q stacks, W, cooldown, mana cost, E, which, by the way, was completely broken. Right after this, precisely around 6 hours after this, he received some hotfix nerfs, which reduced his Stardock stacks on his Q, the W cooldown was reverted, and the bonus damage applied to Q went from 18% level 1 to 8%, which caused a huge uproar as, I don't know, people were just super angry that Aurelion Sol got nerfed right away. With Reddit posts like these, ASO got the Riot special, even more now after the hotfix, blah, blah, blah. They went into talking about that. What the F? You can't make this F stuff up. I don't want to swear. ASO just rolled a natural run, or one. And just a bunch of comments pretty much bashing Riot. There was even posts like this where let's boycott Aurelion on the official Aurelion Sol subreddit. This guy said he's already doing it. Even in my YouTube comments with my recent video, people are just F you Riot Games. It's actually insane to nerf the W. The hotfix is one of the biggest FUs I've ever seen. And even on my Twitch, we had to laugh about it. So after those nerfs, his win rate ended up dropping from 57% to 53.94%, which in comparison, this is now going to get into the meat of the video, in comparison to last patch was around a 51% win rate in all ranks. So it went from 51% win rate to 53% increase, which is a 2% increase in win rate, which Riot Yellow said was the target. They gave him 5% increase in win rate due to the buffs, but they were looking for 2, in which they have pretty much accomplished that. However, with the new nerfs that came out today, Aurelion Sol has been listed in champion nerfs in the patch preview for 14.4, which is crazy to me because Maokai last patch in 14.2 was listed at a 58% win rate in Emerald Plus and was not hotfix nerfed. The Aurelion Sol nerfs that are coming are, this is a quote from Riot Yellow, who posted it on the Aurelion Sol Discord. He said, ASO nerfs are coming, but very small. Last I checked, it was like -5 base and -5% AP on Q burst procs, which he said it's small, but -5% AP on Q burst procs, I feel like that's still a lot, because I've still been missing out on a lot of kills with people coming out with 1 HP due to the WQ amplifier nerfs. This might be due to his high win rate in Silver, which is a 54% win rate, which in comparison to last patch on 14.2, his win rate in Silver was around 51%. So a couple thoughts for this. One, does Aurelion Sol currently need a nerf? Based on the statistics, it just doesn't make sense to me, where Riot Yellow said the target was a 2% increase in win rate, in which they have accomplished that. Again, 51% win rate to 53. Again, I don't know what the official Riot win rate system says, but at least to LoL Analytics, which is one of the most up-to-date win rate websites, it does indeed say it went from 51 to 53, which seems healthy to me. But my main concern is I'm not trying to bash whether or not ASO is broken right now and he needs nerf. My main concern is how they went about changing the champion overall in the past couple of weeks. For one, ASO was in a pretty healthy spot before the buffs. As you can see in all ranks in 14.2, he was sitting at a 51% win rate, A- tier, so he's not broken, he's not super weak, but he seems in a pretty healthy spot, and I was already climbing to Challenger with a 60% win rate during this time. The only thing that ASO mains were begging for was bug fixes, which would make him stronger, so like your Q proc not resetting during fight, your Q getting stuck, your Q canceling with exhaust, etc., etc. There's a bunch of bugs. That in itself already would have been a buff and quality of life changes in literally the same realm, which would have been best case scenario. Also, multiple one tricks, including me, who is the Challenger OTP, former Riot employee who even played the play, like before he got laid off, he played the playtest. He said it was broken. Diablo, who's also another Challenger Aurelion Sol, also said he was broken, like during PvE when they released the buffs on PvE. And even many of you guys told them again and again that the buffs were going to be too broken, yet they didn't listen and they shipped them. So not only that, but they nerfed him right away. When they saw that he was broken, of course, he came out broken. But Maokai, who was sitting at a 58% win rate in Emerald Plus, last patch, did not get hotfix nerfed. And then again today, we saw that he was nerfed again. Maybe this was needed, but I don't really think that point. Again, why would they nerf him again if the target win rate was a plus 2% increase, yet it went from 51 to 53, but they're still looking to nerf him with the new patch. Not to mention the new legendary skins coming out. People also want to argue that this is happening because of this right here. The mana mage items are being buffed. But in my opinion, at least for me, I am not going mana items right now. I think the best build on Aurelion Sol is not going mana. I'm going Rylai's into Liandry's into Shadow. So it doesn't really make sense from my perspective. So now after all of this, what we get is the champion has an outright weaker early game damage-wise. I know the mana buffs are supposed to compensate for this, but it just feels outright confusing. They want him to have a better early game agency, but then they nerfed his W damage, and now they're looking to nerf his Q damage. This just feels terrible, as knowing your damage limits early is a big part of being able to play proactively. So, in my opinion, I know you guys were waiting for this. A lot of people are asking, what do you think, Sol? My opinion, based on recent events and statistics like win rate, they should just revert him back to how he was in 14.2, because he was way healthier and just look to fix his bug fixes. Just look to fix his bugs, which would outright be, again, quality of life changes, which make the champion feel good. And it would probably increase his win rate a little bit, since some of the bugs actually reduce his damage. With stuff like nerfing Old Age Sol despite its low pick rate, reworking the character, destroying the niche community that we once had, and recent events, and just how they went about changes for the character as of the recent week. Despite me trying to stay positive and defend Riot even before the rework happened, lately it just seems like Riot might have something against Aurelion Sol. I also just wanted to preface that I'm not in no way trying to bash Riot or hate on them. I'm just trying to voice my opinion and my frustration with the character that I love and play almost every single day, and how it's being approached by Riot, and hope to be the voice for others who feel the same way. So like, just to conclude my thoughts and bring it all together, it's just like super confusing on how they approach the champion. They buff the champion, even though that people in the community, including me, were saying, hey, it's going to be too broken. So obviously he comes out broken, and then they hotfix nerf him by reducing his W damage less than what it was, by the way, in the last patch. So overall, I just think they need to revert the character back to 14.2 and just look to fix his bugs, and maybe even maintain the mana buffs as well. That would be like super nice, best case scenario. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm really open to discussion if you think I'm wrong, and yeah, just let me know what you guys think, and thank you guys so much for watching.